Well, hello everybody, welcome back to the YouTube channel today, and today we're going to be talking about the tactic that I've got and that I used for my FC Koln save here on YouTube. If you never caught it, of course, there's a playlist to go and check that out. Just check out the channel and it will pop up here if you do enjoy the Let's Play side of things. But if you are here purely for the tactic, I'm going to explain it, I'm going to show some results, I'll show some highlights, and we'll just see how it goes. So let's start with the schedule. It's the best place to start off. And as you can see, bar the cup result there, in the league, we finished completely unbeaten. Fantastic runs of form at times. Some games, as you can see, some pretty hefty scores. A lot of 3-0s there, 4-0. We were scoring at least 2 goals plus a game. I think there was only one game all season where we didn't score a goal, as you could see there against Sandhausen at the end of the season. But overall, very strong performance. You could see in the Bundesliga, the second division, of course, we blitzed that. We won by a very, very comfortable margin. Disappointed that we didn't get more points. There were games where we dropped points and probably didn't get results that we would have wanted to. But 88 points out of 34 games. Very, very impressive. And of course, second place was 64 points. So we blitzed the league, really. Did very, very well. You can see straight away as well, most clean sheets in the league by 4 games. Most assists for one of our players there. Plenty of good rewards, and we played well throughout the whole season. Talking about the tactic though, it's very, very similar to the Gegenpress preset tactic, but with various tweaks. So 2 or 3 of the roles have changed. We'll start off with a striker. We've got a DLF, deep line forward. We're using Fiete Arp for that. We do change that every now and then to a pressing forward, depending on if we're playing Fiete Arp or Jean Cordoba. Both of those two grabbed a huge number of goals this season. Fiete Arp, especially being injured throughout most of the season, grabbed 12 goals. You can see here, he grabbed a goal every 129 minutes for a young lad. That's not a bad return at all. And same with Jean Cordoba, who probably didn't get as much first team football as he would have wanted to. 12 starts, 12 goals, 14 sub appearances. We could check him as well, stats. He got a goal every 99 minutes. So, as a pressing forward, he played a lot of the time. Very good returns from the 2 strikers. But a lot of the chances created, a lot of the goals also came from the 2 wingers. For this particular save, I had youngster Antonio Marin. Really suggest you go and check him out on your save. Starts off as a 17-year-old. He grabbed 8 goals and 5 assists from the wing. Average rating of 7.09. 3 man of the matches. He was extremely good on the left-hand side. And on the opposite side was Josip Brekalo. We brought him on loan from Wolfsburg. Again, a great young Croatian guy. 8 goals, 9 assists, and an average rating of 7.26 for him. So those 2, in general, were very, very strong on the wing. Throughout the middle, we played Louis Schaub as an attacking midfielder. Of course, these 2 wingers, by the way, inside forwards. Both of those on whatever tactic. It's really strong with the inside forwards. Louis Schaub played there. He had 12 assists overall, a 7.02 average rating. Very, very strong player. 24 years of age. You can see he's got some pretty solid stats. Throughout the middle as well, these 2 are key. Salih Özcan and Koziello. Koziello is playing as a DLP next to a box-to-box midfielder in Salih Özcan, who again tipped him with goals. 8 goals for him as well from midfield. I think if you had a guy with decent long shots in this position, you could score plenty of goals. But because he bursted forward, he was on the edge of the area a lot of the time. If you had a decent long shot taker, I think it would work very, very well. And he was a great player for us. 4 man of the matches, 7.24 average rating. Koziello probably didn't play as much. He was rotating every now and then. He still grabbed 26 games though. Of course, he's not as effective stat-wise, but he was always there. Very, very solid. An 88% pass success rate throughout the entire season, which is very, very strong. The back 4 and goalkeeper, especially the goalkeeper, Timo Horn, is very, very strong for this level of football. That probably helped us. He played as a sweeper keeper, as we've already seen. 17 clean sheets, conceding just 22 goals in 33 games, which is very, very impressive. And the back 4, we had Jordan Lukaku, Jan Bissek, Sorensen, and Schmitz. Now, Sorensen probably didn't play that many games. I always say this, he actually had a big chunk, 28 games overall, grabbing 6 goals, a lot of those coming towards the end of the season, which you'll see with the corner tactic that I'll show you shortly. We also have Jorge Mir. He would have played a large chunk. He did have a little bit of a moan halfway through the season, so he got dropped just after January. but he was solid as well. Good up-and-coming defender. But overall, very, very solid. A lot of the attacking outlet coming from these two on the wings, and obviously the guy in the striker position. But the attacking midfielder also puts in a lot of assists and so on. Overall, very, very solid. Very, very happy with that. When I upload this tactic on the set pieces, there will be a corner tactic for attack. Defend, I don't think I've really messed with much. I've put one guy up front, the rest everyone else to be back. Attack, we've got the two centre halves on the near post, and it should be the other guy on the far post, but obviously not. Are these definitely attack? Yeah, they are. So they have obviously changed a little bit, but yeah, normally I'd have, as you can see here, one of the defenders attacking the near post. That was Fredrik Sorensen, who, as you can see, was grabbing a lot of goals from corners. So if you have your two centre-backs, I'd probably say both one at the back post and one at the near post, I feel you'd score plenty of goals. As I say, Sorensen was grabbing plenty when I changed his tactic to suit him a little bit better. Going back to the schedule now, I'm going to show you some of the stats of the games, and we can sort of go through this because I kicked this save off in the alpha, continued it through the beta, and even played a little bit with the full game, so you can see how things maybe changed and varied. So we'll kick off with the first few games. As you can see, Duisburg, you'll see the stats, 31 shots to our opponent's 5. St. Pauli, 35 shots to our opponent's 6. This was away from home as well. And the third home game, very, very similar. Not as many, but 25 to their 9. Still a massive amount. We'll go maybe through to about here. Let's go for a game which was a little bit closer. The Darmstadt game with 3-3. We're still very heavily dominated with 25 to 9 shot-wise. We'll go to the Dresden game, which is 1-1. Probably not as dominant, but you still see a big difference in numbers. And then we'll come towards the end of the season, where maybe we beat Arminia Bielefeld. A massive domination still. We'll come to the game against Bochum. They had 1 shot, 0 on target. And then the last couple of games, where it evened out slightly. Against Darmstadt, 15 to 10 shot-wise. Heidenheim, still pretty dominant, 20 to 5. And even the final game of the season against Dresden, 1-1. You could say I got a little bit FM there. But you can still see throughout the majority of the season, through different builds of the game, we were very, very solid with this tactic. And it's something that I'd highly recommend. As I say, if you've got strong wingers, you've got some pretty decent players in central midfield, it would do very, very well for you. So, I'm going to quickly show you some of the highlights. If you do want to watch highlights more in full, obviously, you could check out the series. But I just wanted to see how, show you guys how this tactic works, really. You can see some of the passing. This was the left-hand side, Marine, drilled it across to Bricalo. Those two as inside forwards always seem to love to run in. So, plenty of chances on that front. If we check out another couple of goals, this game is against Ingolstadt, where we dominated possession and obviously won 3-2 in the end. A game where we shouldn't really have conceded 2 goals. But as you can see, Coziello sitting a little bit deeper, likes to pick up the ball. And a lot of the width comes from the defence as well. This time, Marine running in from the wing and scoring that goal. And this will be the final highlight before I show you some of the Sorensen goals from the corners, just so you know how that works. But Bricalo again picking up the ball. The two wingers were very, very strong for this level of football, and Wallop, he managed to score that one. It's a fantastic finish there. And towards the end of the season, where we amended that corner tactic, that near post run from Sorensen seemed to work a charm. So that is the tactic. If you've got any more questions, please let me know. Training-wise, by the way, guys, because I use this as a real let's play to get used to tactics and so on. All my training I'd actually left to my assistant. There was a couple of times where I'd intervene to make positional changes and so on. But training I'd left to my assistant in case you thought I had any sort of special treatment on that front. But that was it. That was the, 70 goals to 23 conceded. A very strong performance with this tactic. That's why I thought I'd share it with you guys. I'll leave links in the description to get it on the Steam Workshop. Or if you're not too familiar with that, you could just have a straight media fire upload. You click download on that and then add it to your tactics file in your Football Manager documents. But guys, if you did enjoy it today, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you are new. If you've got any comments or want to leave me some results about the tactic, let me know in the comment section down below. But until next time, guys, enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you all very, very soon.